Today, us from Group 5 will be presenting about bribery in sports from MPU integrity and anti-corruption. Hello, my name is Ayman.
Hi, I'm Dewi Arisa.
Hi, I'm Darwish.
Hi, I'm Nufa.
Hello guys, my name is Akanaiwe.
Hi, my name is Tasmina.
Hi, my name is Paitre.
Hi, my name is Tong Wai Lam.
Hi, my name is Jenny.
Hi, my name is Tasha.
Hi, my name is Nurmachita Azlin binti Mazlin.
Hi, my name is Noreen.
Here are the contents for our presentation. Firstly, we have introduction to bribery in sports, types of bribery in sports, causes of bribery in sports, ways to avoid effects of bribery in sports, and lastly, case example.
Hello guys, what is bravery in sports? Bravery in sports is when many gifts or benefits are offered or accepted to unfairly influence the outcome of a match or decision. It usually involves players, coaches, referees, or officials being paid to purposely lose, make biased decisions, or give unfair advantages to one team.
Moreover, this practice undermines fairness, integrity, and genuine competition in sports by ensuring results are no longer determined by skills or performance. Bribery in sports is both illegal and unethical. The individuals involved may face severe consequences, including fines, suspensions, or legal prosecution.
Now I'm going to talk about type of bribery in sport. The first one is match fixing. Match fixing involves players or referees being paid to manipulate the final result of a game, usually to benefit illegal betting activities. The second one is spot fixing. Spot fixing targets small action within a match, such as a no ball in cricket or foul in football, that can still bring profit to gamblers even if the final result does not change.
Thirdly, there is referee manipulation. Referee manipulation occurs when referees are bribed to make biased or unfair decisions to influence the outcome of a game. Lastly, there is bidding corruption. Bidding corruption happens when countries or companies offer bribes to secure hosting rights, broadcasting deals, or major sports contracts.
So now I will be sharing the ways to avoid bribery in sport. First, strict rules and penalties. Sport organizations must strictly enforce rules and apply strong penalties to everyone involved in bribery. When players, referees, and officials know the consequences are serious, it discourages them from engaging in corruption and helps maintain fairness in the sport. Second, regular audit. Regular audit help detect suspicious activity yearly by checking financial records, match data, and performance patterns. Authorities can identify ensure behavior and ensure all these decisions remain transparent and accountable.
Third, transparent decision making. To prevent bribery from match manipulation, all decisions made during a match or court session should be properly recorded. This makes every decision open for review, so nothing can be hidden or changed secretly. When the process is transparent, it becomes harder for anyone to cheat or influence the outcome unfairly. Fourth, maintain personal integrity. One of the strongest ways to fight bribery is by protecting your own integrity. This means always refusing gifts, money, or special favors, even if they seem harmless. It also means never sharing internal or sensitive information with outsiders. Small actions like this help keep the sport clean and protect your reputation as an honest athlete or official.
Bribery and corruption in sports usually happen because of a mix of money, power, and weak accountability. Reason number one is huge financial stakes. Hosting prestigious games brings billions in investments, sponsorship, tourism, and global exposure. Countries or organizations are willing to spend heavily
legally or illegally, to win the hosting rights. The second reason is concentration of power. A small group of executives have the authority to vote on where the games will be hosted. This centralized power creates opportunity for bribery, since influencing just a handful of people could change the outcome. Reason number 3 is weak oversight and transparency. Financial dealings, bidding processes, and contracts were not always transparent. That secrecy made it easier to hide corrupt practices.
Number 4 is political influence. Countries see sport as a tool for sport washing, improving their global image, or gaining political influence. Qatar, for example, used the World Cup to showcase itself on the world stage even though it faced criticism over human rights issues and suitability to host. Fifth reason is culture of corruption. Investigation uncover years of bribes, kickbacks and shady deals linked to broadcasting rights, sponsorship and bids. Last take on why bribery sports in Apple is because weak enforcement. For many years, bribery was an open secret in sports. Only when law enforcement and media pressure grew, stronger reform come into play.
Bribery in sport is reputational damage. Bribery cases severely damage the image and integrity of sport organization, their officials, and the sport itself. The FIFA scandal, for instance, led to the suspicion of top officials, including the presidential secretary. Unfair outcomes. Corruption can undermine the uncensored predictability and fairness of sporting, potentially leading to match fixing or based decision by reference and judge to achieve a predetermined outcome.
Next, financial impact. Big companies spend massive amount of money to make their brands look good by connecting with the best part of sport, like being excellent and playing honestly. But if bribery is found, that connection backfires immediately, making the companies look bad, so they quickly stop sponsoring. Lastly, lost public faith. Sport is supposed to be all about fair competition where the best team wins based purely on skill and honest effort. When bribery and corruption occurs, the entire main goal is broken. It makes the fans feel very disappointed and forced to question all the scores, which create general distrust all about whether the game is even real anymore.
Now, moving on. To continue this presentation, I'll be talking about an example of a case that happened, which is the FIFA corruption scandal in 2015. One of the main allegations was officials were charged with bribery, money laundering, racketeering, wire fraud, and taking and giving over 150 million US dollar in illegal payment. So why did this happen? One of the key issues was the World Cup host selection, suspicious voting process for the 2018 Russia and 2022 Qatar World Cups. It has that claim that officials had accepted bribes to influence vote. Secondly, the broadcasting and marketing rights. Sports marketing companies allegedly paid bribes to secure exclusive TV and marketing rights. Now, who was involved in all of this? Some of the key figure was Jeffrey Webb, FIFA Vice President, Jack Warner, former FIFA Vice President, Chuck Blazer, CONCACAF executive later that became FBI informant, and several officials from CONCACAF and Commodore. Now, there's still more to this, but I will give my friend a chance to explain next. Now, to you, Darwish.
Thank you, Ayman. Next, I'm going to talk about what happened to Sepp Blatter. Sepp Blatter was a FIFA president on that time. He was not arrested on the first day, but later on, he was suspended for 6 years by FIFA Ethics Committee for unethical financial conduct. He eventually resigned amid to global pressure. Number 5. Global impact. FIFA reputation was severely damaged because of the case. Major reforms were introduced by number 1. Term limit for top officials. Number 2. Increased financial transparency. And lastly, number 3. Reform in the whole selection process for future World Cup.